Will the torchbearers please escort the members-elect of this Saddlebrook chapter of the National Honor Society to the stage? Fellow members-elect, the National Honor Society welcomes and congratulates you. The purpose of this society is to uphold its 4 objectives before this entire school as goals toward which all should strive. Our aim shall be to hold before the school such motives as shall induce others to aspire in scholarly habits, enlisting in worthy service, and leading toward all things that shall advance the welfare of the school. So we honor the students who, in the opinion of their teachers, are building in this school life the 4-fold foundation: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. To you who are candidates for admission to this society, it has been customary to outline the 4 cardinal objectives for which this national organization exists, and which are fundamental in all true education: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. These are the ideals of our honor society. We know that young men and women who possess these qualities today will be the leaders of tomorrow. Character. Speak the words that shall inspire the youth here assembled to heed your call.
The sum of qualities by which one person is distinguished from another is character, that which a person really is and not what he or she seems to be. In the building of an ideal person, character is the fundamental requisite, and constant patient care should be given to its development. Of all these attributes that go into making of a noble character, there is none more important than honesty. The adolescent period in which youth forms habits persisting for the rest of his or her life should be characterized by scrupulous honesty in the smallest detail. The observance of this virtue in little things day to day forgoes an armor which is proof against temptation to cheat in positions of high responsibility. The youth of every generation is confronted with the appalling example of dishonesty and corruption set by people in trusted positions of leadership. Our only hope for the leaders of tomorrow is that they create for themselves a shining ideal of sterling honesty, forever incorruptible. We live in a great machine age which was crowned speed and efficiency, but has been the steady decline of spiritual ideals. Character can build a nation. It has built our own. The character of our nation's youth will either lift it higher or let it fall tomorrow. We call upon you to mold perfect character so that there shall be inevitable promise for peace and people shall be free, unmolested by human bondage.
Scholarship. A learned man has always wealth, within himself.
Scholarship is perhaps the most significant prerequisite of a National Honor Society member. The student who is both willing and able to learn and whose academic record reflects that willingness and ability is a potential Honor Society candidate. Why is scholarship important? The answer is found in both the past and the future. In today's vast and complex world, there is more to learn and know than ever before. Only the dedicated scholar can hope to even know a small portion of mankind's accumulated knowledge. The student who demonstrates exceptional academic performance is the student who has acquired the tools of the scholar, tools which will enable the scholar to understand and learn from the past. The scholar, however, also applies yesterday's lessons when achieving tomorrow's discoveries. The very same skills used to peer into the seemingly limitless past enable the scholar to unravel the mysteries of the truly infinite future. The student who attains these skills and becomes a scholar has passed the first test in becoming an Honor Society member.
Leadership. Show me the leader, and I will know his men. Show the men, and I will know his leader.
Leadership is based upon the power of personality and means the advancement of humanity. True leaders must be unselfish to serve others. They must be humble if they would act in sympathy with their coworkers. They must be generous if they would have love. And they must be courageous if they would command respect. Not all leaders are great, but all leaders are important. America needs leaders great and small to guide its people. Not only is it the Roosevelts and Churchills that lead nations, but also it is the John Smiths, high-minded individuals who strive to lead their communities to a higher plane of living. In order to mold citizens concerned with the advancement of humanity and to create leaders who will strive to maintain the American way of living, the National Honor Society recognizes and demands leadership among its members. For what is the worth of people who will not advance their ideals and strive to carry them to their goals? A person may be brilliant, noble, and charitable, and thereby a good person. But if in addition he or she is a leader, the person is important. May your followers see in you the exemplification of the great forces that have inspired leaders to go forth to lead their fellow men, their country, and their God.
Service. From your lips, let us hear of aspiration blossoming into deeds.
I shall pass through this world but once. Any good that I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Thus does the poet describe the attitude of the ideal person towards service. The giving of oneself for the benefit of others is one of mankind's most ennobling attributes. At all times and in all places is there opportunity for its exercise. In the home, the school, the church, the community, the nation, and the world. In school, service may be rendered by helping those who have difficulty with their studies, by entering and supporting activities, by doing one's best in the classroom, club, or other school projects. In a word, by cooperation everywhere in our relationships with others. One form of service which would make the school day pass more happily for teachers and students is the observance of courtesy. This generation has been accused, and justly so, of disregarding this beautiful virtue. Deliberately or unconsciously, many young people ignore good manners, plunging on their heedless way without considering the feelings of others. The cure? Just friendly thoughtfulness in little things, an attribute which adds radiance to any personality. True service is prompted by devotion. Anyone who performs a kindness to others for the sake of show, recognition, or popularity does not know the meaning of service. He or she is merely indulging in selfish ambition. At a time when much of the philosophy of the age is selfish in its essence, real service is needed everywhere.
Guardian of the motto, will you present the motto and explain its meaning?
Our motto is "Truth is light," and represents the completeness of thought, the strength of vision, the firmness of purpose, and the courage of conviction. The blue is the symbol of trust, the truth within us that comes from purity of thought. The gold is the symbol of light, which radiates through the world. Our motto admonishes us to think clearly, carefully, generously, and deeply, and to reflect the results of our thinking to all the world with courage, directness, and power.
Fellow members-elect, you are now ready to enter our National Honor Society. Please rise. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been elected, striving in every way, by word and by deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and of my life. Please be seated. I would now like to introduce our principal, Mr. Cusmano, who will present the new members with their membership cards and pins. The members will also receive the yellow rose, which symbolizes induction into the society.
Good evening. On behalf of Dr. Groveman, our Superintendent of Schools, the Saddlebrook Board of Education trustees, and the Saddlebrook High School administration, faculty, and staff, I commend you for meeting the requirements for induction into the National Honor Society. It has been said that from those to whom much is given, much is expected. Will you personify that maxim? For you are blessed with a supportive and nurturing family and school community, and you have been endowed with the intellectual capacity to attain excellence in your scholarship. Over the course of your high school career, you have developed and demonstrated the character essential for leadership, and you have ceaselessly rendered service to others, your family and our school, as well as our local and global community. Thus far, you have achieved much. I encourage you to continue your journey to fulfill the great expectations that we hold for you and that you hold for yourselves. Would you please step forward to receive this praiseworthy recognition as your name is announced? Allison Mingle. Allison Wright. Sherry Atchison. Kristen Atchison. Stacy Kleber. Darlene Picar. Paul West. Joseph Mangano. Mark Bradley. Danielle Brunner. Danielle Amato. Kerry Marsico. Laura DeVito.
You are now ready to be entrusted with the symbol of this society, the torch, which is ever guarded by the spirit of light.
I am light. I am knowledge. I am the eternal flame of learning that is passed down from generation to generation. I have two priceless gifts. My first gift, which you hold in your hand, has little value in itself. It is but the body of the torch. It gives you no light nor heat, yet without it you can have no light. Your unlighted torches signify such knowledge. They possess every possibility for service, yet serve none at all. They lack the flame, from the central flame which symbolizes the spirit of the National Honor Society. I give you the supreme gift, light. As with this flame, I touch your dead torch and make it living. So may the flame of the Spirit kindle the knowledge that is yours and make it a living thing. As I graciously give you light, may you pass it to others, and may it be a beacon and an inspiration to guide the footsteps of the other seekers of the truth.
This concludes our induction ceremony. Thank you for attending. You are all welcome to share in the refreshments being served in the cafeteria. Will the torch bearers please escort the members from the stage?